Om Shanti. These are the Murli Reflections from 1st of September 2019. Today, our beloved Father, the Supreme Soul, Shining Star, is talking this Murli to all the beautiful children's souls. And it is about the golden gift for the godly birthday is a divine intellect. Today, our Father, the Creator of the world, is seeing His children who are the eyes of the world, the lights of the world. We, elevated souls, are the lights of the world. That is, we are enlightenment for the world. If there isn't physical light, there is no world, because light means enlightenment. When there is no light, then because of darkness, there is no world. Similarly, if it weren't for our eyes, there would be no light in the world, because we exist. Then, because of the lights, the world exists. So, our beloved Father is seeing such children, the shining stars, who are the lights of the world. Such children are constantly praised and worshipped, and only such beautiful children's souls claim a right to the fortune of the kingdom of the world. As soon as we Brahmins take birth, our beloved Father gives each one of us two special gifts, the divine gifts for our divine birthday. In the world, human souls give gifts, whereas our Father Himself gives divine gifts to the Brahmin children at the confluence age. And what does He give? One is the divine intellect, and other is the divine eye, that is, the spiritual light. Each of us Brahmin children has received these two gifts for our birthday. By keeping both these gifts with us at all the times, we constantly remain embodiment of success. It is the divine intellect that makes each of us children an embodiment of divine knowledge, divine remembrance, and divine dharana. If our divine intellect, that is our Sato-Pradhan golden intellect, has the slightest influence of Rajo or Tamo stages, then instead of becoming an embodiment of dharana, we come under the influence of Maya. To have a divine intellect constantly means to be an embodiment of remembrance. This is why we experience everything easy to be difficult. Because the divine intellect we received easily as a gift becomes weak under the influence of Maya, and we find it hard work. Whenever we experience anything to be difficult or hard work, our divine intellect is definitely being influenced by some form of Maya. For that is why we have that experience. Someone with a divine intellect imbibes Bap Dada's Srimad in a second and experiences having a constantly powerful, constantly unshakable Master Almighty stage. Srimad means the directions that make you elevated. We cannot then experience anything to be difficult. Srimad means the directions that make us fly constantly and easily. However, we definitely do need a divine intellect with which to imbibe them. So, we need to check. Do I constantly keep my birthday gift with me? does Maya sometimes snatch away my gift of divine intellect and make me belong to her? I don't sometimes become innocent about the influence of Maya, do I? So that I lose my godly gift? Maya also has the cleverness with which to make our godly gift belong to her. So she becomes clever herself and she makes us innocent. Therefore, although we may become innocent children of the innocent Lord, but we do not become innocent of Maya. To become innocent of Maya means to become the one who forgets. The gift of a divine, godly intellect is a constant canopy of protection, whereas Maya casts her own shadow. The canopy flies away and just the shadow is left. So, always check, do I always have the Father's gift with me? The symbolic gift of a divine intellect is that it works like a lift. So that as soon as I put on the switch of the elevated thoughts, I become stable in that stage in a second. And if there's a shadow of Maya in front of my divine intellect, then this gift will not work like a lift. What happens when a physical lift doesn't work? I can neither go up nor down. We are stuck in the middle. Instead of having true self-respect, we become distressed. No matter how much we press the switch, we won't be able to experience the attainment of reaching our destination. So, we spoil this gift of a lift and we then have to climb the ladder of effort. What do we then say? We then say that our legs of courage do not work. So, who made something easy become difficult and how? I made myself careless. I went under the shadow of Maya. And that was why I experienced something easy, which takes a second to be hard work and to take a long time. The gift of the divine intellect is an alokik viman. By switching on this divine viman, I can reach wherever I want in a second. The switch is my thoughts. The scientists can travel around one world. I can travel around all the three worlds. In a second, I can become an embodiment of a world benefactor and give light and might to the whole world. Simply become stable in elevated stage with the Viman of my divine intellect. They sprinkled ashes over the Himalayas and into the rivers by aeroplane. What for? In order to spread them everywhere. They sprinkle ashes, whereas with the Viman of my intellect, my divine intellect, I can stabilize myself in the stage of the highest peak and spread waves of the cooperation of good wishes and pure feelings of light and might to all the souls of the world. My flying vehicle is powerful. I just have to know how to use it. I need the device of the refined, elevated directions of my Father. Nowadays, instead of just refined fuel, I even have double refined fuels. So this is the double refined device of my Father. What would happen if there is the slightest rubbish of the influence of my own dictates or the dictates of others? Would I go up above or would I come down? Therefore, I need to check. Do I always have double refined petrol in the Viman of my intellect? No rubbish gets into it, does it? Otherwise, this Viman is the one that gives constant happiness. There can never be any accidents in the golden age because I have the elevated reward there for my elevated acts. There are no such acts performed there for which I would have to experience sorrow as a gift of the suffering of karma. In the same way, the confluence-aged godly gift of a divine intellect is always free from sorrow or deception. Those who have a divine intellect can never be deceived. They cannot experience sorrow. They are always safe. They are free from adversity. Therefore, I need to know the importance of this godly gift and constantly keep this gift with me. Thank you, Baba, for all the this beautiful knowledge and the blessings.